hot in my leather pants, so I took them off, but they must have shrunk from the sweat or something.
I swear, I don't know what Ray can see from that Ross. I mean, he's no Chris. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, Barry, calm down. I can barely hear you. Oh my god. It's time? This is the moment I've been dreaming of. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna go get ready.
2 hours later.
Alright, Barry, the shirt is taped on, the thigh highs are on, and What? What do you mean infected? Zombie invasion? I thought you said stripper convention. Fine, I'm on my way. But I am not changing again. Welcome back, awesome people, to Cocktails and Consoles. It's Melissa, and if this getup doesn't say I am ready to kill some zombies, well, I don't know what does. Oh yeah, practically anything else you don't have to tape to your chest. Seriously, no sane woman would ever fight a city of zombies having to constantly do this. But yes, we have gotten into our Jill Valentine best because we are celebrating the release of Resident Evil 3, the remake. And I have to say, I'm actually excited about this game for once. Now, it's true, Resident Evil 3 is not one of my most favorite games because it's not one of my most favorite characters. Jill is pretty boring on paper, but then again, so is Chris. You deal the hand that the developers gave you. However, I think in the remake they finally gave some soul not only to the characters, but also to the story itself. And personally, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the developers choose to add in a little bit of that Outlast running mechanic anytime that Nemesis chases you. Because I think it'd be a nice break between the third-person shooter and then suddenly being thrown into having to run for your life. Everyone keeps telling me that was only in the demo, but I'm still hopeful, because honestly it would make for a more interesting game. However, we are not here to talk about my lack of love for the lady in blue, or how much I can't take my eyes off of Carlos's hair. Whew. Instead, we are here to honor Miss Jill Valentine with her own drink. Actually, technically a shot. Meaning, for those of you guys who love your Resident Evil 3, you can turn the game into a drinking game. Now, if you are under the age of 21, you can actually make this non-alcoholic. And the way we make this happen is a little science called density. Now, we've talked about this before in other videos, but in case this is your first time new to the channel, first of all, welcome. We have new cocktail videos every week, and we live stream Fridays, Sundays, and Mondays. So if you'd like to come hang out with us, hit the subscribe button down below. So let's talk density. In terms of liquids, in simplest terms, density basically means the weight of a liquid, meaning that you can get two liquids to sit on top of each other if one weighs more than the other. And how do we make that happen? It all depends on what that liquid is made up of. Now, certain liquids are considered more dense than other liquids, and those generally have the incorporation of sugar. The less sugar something has, the more it's gonna sit on top of anything with sugar in it. Then above water, you have alcohol. Alcohol is considered to be lighter than water so long as there's not a sugar component. Meaning, check your liqueurs because those generally have alcohol and sugar involved in it. Though we do have a little bit of a cheat up our sleeves, and that is this little sexy bottle right here. Because it has a very narrow midsection, like Miss Jill Valentine, it's going to help to keep the liquids apart. So even if you don't have the most steady hand when it comes to pouring, this is gonna help you out. And the stars for our alcoholic version of this shot are any kind of dark cola that you like. We're going with this Curiosity Cola because I thought it looked cute. And any kind of blue alcohol. No, I was not going to use blue curacao. One, because I failed to acknowledge its existence. It's practically the worst thing on any alcohol shelf. But two, remember what I said about liqueurs. Blue curacao, while it has alcohol, it actually has more sugar than alcohol, and it's not going to float. So for today, we are going to use Hypnotique. which is a blend of French vodka, fruit juices, and a touch of cognac. This actually has a little bit more alcohol per volume, so it's gonna help it to sit on top of our cola. Now, for this cocktail, I decided to keep it pretty simple for those of you guys who would like to turn Resident Evil 3 into a drinking game. Or if you're like me and you get scared by a bumblebee passing by your face, you could turn it into a try not to scream challenge, which we might do that when we start streaming it on Friday. Come join us. So let's get started. So for our bottom half, we are going to be using our cola. I'm gonna keep this on its edge because I wanna keep those bubbles and I don't want a lot of foam. And we're gonna take it all the way up to her waist. Now, even though the densities of these are vastly different, we're still gonna be a little bit careful. Because remember, this does have some sugar in it. Little bartender's trick, take a spoon, and you're gonna want to basically float it on top, meaning you don't wanna pour heavy into it because gravity is going to start mixing it. This will help to spread it out within the glass as much as you can because this is a pretty narrow glass. Now, if you find that they are still blending due to the glass, you can do a couple of different things. One, you can use a regular glass to where you can get the spoon against the side. It'll help to stop that from happening. And two, you can always take the cola, freeze it at the bottom, and then pour the vodka on top. So let's raise one up to Jill and hope that her and Carlos finally have their own Leon and Ada moment. Cheers. That is lively. It's fruity. It has a cola component. That should do pretty nicely. Thank you guys so much for watching. Special thanks to our sponsors listed below. It is because of your donations that actually helps afford to be able to make these drinks. If you enjoyed this video, want to give it a thumbs up down below, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you guys this Friday as we start our Resident Evil 3 Remake playthrough. Cheers!